a lot of opportunities in organizations happen because of networking. Who gets hired? Usually the person that's the most connected, not the person that's the best for the job, not the person that's the smartest, not the person that's the most diligent or hardworking, the person that's the most connected, right? Now, everyone reacts to that and they say, oh, well, that's stupid. People are dumb. Yeah, you're right. But why is that? Why do smart people choose to hire the person that they know rather than a stranger that they don't that could be more qualified? Why is that? Have you ever wondered why? Because someday you're probably going to be the boss. 20 years from now, 30 years from now, you're going to be in charge. And you're going to do this too. And you're going to realize why people do it. It's because of trust, because they know who that person is. If you're meeting a stranger in a job interview, you have no idea who this person is. And on top of it, they're hoping to get something out of this exchange. So they will say anything to get it. There's money involved. They want this nice job. They want the money. And that means that they could say anything to get it. They will lie through their teeth, straight to your face about everything. Everything they've written on their resume could be a lie. You don't know. And they could have the gift of gab so that even when you ask them about their experiences, they've done their preparation and they can say a lot of fancy things that sound nice. You don't really know who that person is. The person who's the most networked that you've been hanging out with in the lunchroom for 3 years, you at least know who they are. Is that stupid? Of course. But it's the way the world works. It's the way humans behave. Now, let's say you don't accept that explanation. You think like, okay, well, that still is dumb and it shouldn't happen like that. Let me ask you something else, okay? If you're an executive and one of your jobs is to make deals with other companies, so you sign a contract with a new supplier, you make an arrangement with a new supplier, you sign a new distribution deal with another institutional customer, okay? Who gets those types of things happening? Is it the introvert who's like a genius but hates interacting with people? Or is it the possibly not so smart person, the flaky extrovert that loves talking to people and is great at the gift of gab and is great at persuading people? They're the ones that usually get those deals put in place because the introverts don't enjoy talking to people from other companies and discussing what possibilities of how they could work together. You know what I mean? So if ever you're wondering why extroverts, tend to be at the top and stuff, when you feel they really shouldn't be, because let's face it, they're flaky, they're annoying, they don't have a good work ethic, they don't understand how to just buckle down and get something done, and a lot of times they're unreliable. But why are they there? Why are they the most connected people that are given opportunities? It's because of that trust factor. So this all sounds very negative, right? Here's the good news. In order to do this, it really isn't very hard. It's not like these people are geniuses or anything. They're really not. And I think you know it, right? But you can engage in some of this activity yourself and do it in such a way that isn't like pulling teeth. It's actually not that big of a deal. Just hanging out with somebody and asking them questions about what they do at their job, what they think, maybe their past. How did you get this job? How what was your career before you moved here? And then they say, oh, I did this and I did that. And you say, oh, well, why is that? How did you find that? Right? Now, maybe there's somebody above you, right? In which case you might be learning. You might be interested in getting answers for this because this is how you learn. These people have done this stuff and you would like to be like them. So you can ask them questions about how they did it. And it might be fascinating to hear the answers, right? Okay. All you got to do is you got to go and hang out with these people and ask them about themselves and what they think and what they've done. Elements of it that you might actually be interested in. So it isn't fake. It isn't like, ingratiating. It's like, I'm here because I'd like to be in your shoes and I'm just curious to learn how you did it. Or I don't work in this area, but I've always kind of wondered what you guys do over in that area. Tell me, what do you do? Stuff like that. You have this curious mind and you're open to learning. So if you have that, you can engage in some of this if you put in a little bit of effort, and you'd be surprised at how many doors it opens to you for you. Hopefully that gives you some ideas of activity you can do that will open doors for you, that will make you more connected, that will give you more of a respect for this activity for a start, and then for interacting with those types of people, and value more of what they do, even though in your eyes, they're dumb, they're flaky, they're disorganized, they're unreliable, and that's off-putting. But now you can see what they actually do crush it at. Good grammar. And it can benefit you if you adopt some of these skills yourself.